Making the right choices in this day and time is so much more difficult than it was when I was growing up. Kids today have so much more to deal with, or maybe it's just that now that I'm an adult, I can see and understand things better. When I was a student, I wasn't aware that drugs or alcohol was an issue with any of our students or their parents. I didn't know anyone living in an abusive situation or even a single parent household, nor did I have any knowledge of poverty or anyone living in it. If there were students at my school living in any of these situations, I wasn't aware. College was always something I knew that was available to me if I chose to go, and never had to worry about whether or not I could attend. We had motivational speakers at our school last week talking to our students about attending college. Although I think they did a great job of motivating our kids to make right choices and attend college despite the obstacles, I feel like they failed to cover the monetary issues so many of our students deal with. There was no discussion about scholarships or financial aid. I wish they would have at least taken the time to discuss FAFSA with our students, which is a term I'm sure they've never heard of, nor have their parents. As a single parent, when my daughter started college, it was something I didn't know anything about until a friend told me. FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid, where students can apply for Pell Grants, which they don't have to pay back, or student loans to help ease the cost of tuition. I wish there was a way that we could get this vital information out to our students so that they would know there was hope. I didn't have to deal with any of the issues our kids today do. My parents were together, I had a nice house and plenty of food to eat. I never worried about where my next meal was coming from or what I was going to wear to school. This is something I see on a daily basis at the school where I work. I have cafeteria duty, and as I walk around, I notice that some of our students aren't eating. When I ask them why, they tell me it's because they're not hungry. But I can tell by the longing look on their faces as they watch the other students eat that this isn't the case. My heart goes out to them because I know they aren't eating because they don't have the money. We do have applications for free lunches available through our school district, but so many of our students choose not to do this because they are embarrassed. According to the National Center for Child Poverty, 1 in 5 children live in poverty, and these are questions they ask themselves every day. In 2013, 14.7 million children lived below the poverty line. And although we've seen a decrease in this area, it is still a threat to our country. Part of the reason we've seen this decrease is that more families have parents working full-time jobs year-round. And although this might ease their financial burden slightly, it creates another burden on the parents, that of child care. The cost of child care these days is outrageous, and very few of them offer discounts to those families that struggle financially, and those that do fill up very quickly, leaving many families unserved. Therefore, we find many of our children going home alone while their parents work. Although this may only be for a couple of hours during the school year, when summer rolls around, it means more than like maybe 8 or 9 hours of these kids being home alone. Unfortunately, this is not a favorable atmosphere to encourage kids to work hard and study to achieve what they want to be in life. In conclusion, I believe our country needs to do a better job of not letting these kids slip between the cracks. Our country's future depends on this next generation getting the education and support they need at an early age. We as a country need to become more aware of what's happening at home. If you stop and think about it, how many of you were aware of the child poverty rate before I told you? I know I wasn't. We should become more involved with the programs designed to feed and educate our youth so that they are able to reach their full potential and don't go through life wondering what they might have been had they been given the chance. Thank you.